What's up YouTube, this is Jacob, and today I'm bringing you guys another video. This is actually going to be my first ever Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay video though, so it's a pretty big deal. This one's going to be game mode Cranked on the map Freight. For those of you not familiar, the game mode Cranked is a new mode in Call of Duty. Basically it's team deathmatch but slightly different. In Cranked, every time you get a kill, you get a 30-second timer, and you are what's considered cranked. So basically what this means is when you're cranked, your movement is super fast. I mean, that's probably the first thing you'll notice when you're playing this game type, is once you get that kill, you're like Superman out there, you're moving so quick. But not only that, but the timer now is a 30-second timer, and if you do not get a kill in those 30 seconds, you actually blow up. Like wherever you're on the map, you just straight blow up. So it kind of tries to prevent camping, but at the same time, there's no real penalty for blowing up. Like, your team doesn't lose a point, the other team doesn't gain a point, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. And the other thing though is, while you are cranked, every kill you get counts as 2. So if I'm cranked and you're on the other team and you're not, and I get a kill and you get a kill at the same time, my team's still doing better. My team's +1 out of that trade. So I mean, it's different. I like the idea. We're gonna have to see how it plays out. I'm gonna have to give it some more time. But and basically this video, I just wanted to give you guys my first impression of the new game. It's obviously different. You've probably heard us talking about it on Twitter and on stream. The first thing you notice about this game is you die really, really, really fast. Like, you're gonna notice here in this video, I'm using a gun called the MSBS. It's a 3-round burst gun, and like, it's like a 1 or 2 burst every single time. There's no, like in Black Ops 2, I mean, excuse me, you had 3 and 4 burst people with the M8. None of that here. This game, you're putting 1 or 2 bursts in, they're probably going to drop every time. You're going to see that a lot throughout this video. But the other thing I also want to mention is this very may well be the gun I actually end up using in competitive, given that it's a burst gun. If you look at my history, in CoD 4, I was an M8 player. In MW2, I used the FAMAS, even when everyone else was using the ACR. For whatever reason, I still like the FAMAS better. So I'm a burst player. Oh, and of course in Black Ops 2, I was using the M8. The only real exception to me using burst guns is Black Ops 1 when I used the FAMAS. But I mean, that game, like, the FAMAS was far and away the best gun. If you didn't use the FAMAS, you were just silly. Like, it was pointless to not use the FAMAS. So this could be the gun I end up using. But anyway, I want to give you my opinion on the game, guys. Overall, I mean, I like some of the things they're trying to do with the game, but another thing you'll notice first off, like I said, is with Cranked, you're going to notice you're super fast. Another thing you're going to notice off with the game as a whole, not even just Cranked, is every single map, I feel like, is absolutely huge. This map here I'm playing on is Freight, and this is actually one of the smaller maps, and I think this is one of the better maps in my opinion. I mean, like I'm saying, a lot of the maps are huge, and I don't think that makes for good competitive games. So this map's, I think, small enough and somewhat symmetrical. So I like the possibility of this being in competitive, but we'll have to see how every map plays out. We're gonna have to give it more time, obviously. I mean, this is just pubs right now. We have no idea how I'll play in a 4v4 environment with the best players in the world going head to head. And another thing I wanted to bring up to you guys about the gameplay as a whole here, not just my gameplay, but the overall game itself, is I feel like one of the perks that's going to be necessary for anyone in competitive is Stalker, because like you're seeing here in this game, you're seeing me move a lot with Cranked on, but if you're paying attention to when I'm not cranked, like you'll realize I am really slow. In a competitive environment, that basically makes you a standing target. Like, you have no versatility. That's why in Black Ops 1, I mean, stock on an AR, on the M8 especially, was basically a requirement. I mean, that's basically how I think it's going to be in this game with Stalker. But you know, we're going to have to see how people run their classes, what they decide to do, and how everyone fares. Because I mean, every person's different, has their different preferences, but I think it's going to be necessary. So this gameplay is coming here to an end, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like below. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more Ghost gameplay, obviously, now that the game is out. And as always, guys, this has been JCap. Until next time, we'll see you later.